Ladies and gentlemen, families and friends, a very warm welcome in more ways than one, indeed, to Canterbury Cathedral and to this degree and award ceremony of the University of Kent. The ceremony will start soon and it begins with 4 processions: the graduands, the academic staff, the honorary graduand and the Vice-Chancellor. We'll all stand for the last procession and I'll give you a clear signal so you know when to do that. This is going to be an exciting occasion, but we do ask that you please remember all those seated around you and particularly not to block their view. Standing up or leaving your seat to take photos and videos will not be tolerated. Ushers in the blue gowns are stationed around the cathedral to help you should you have any questions. Guests will not be allowed to leave the cathedral from 15 minutes before the end of the ceremony, and the centre aisle must remain clear at all times for the processions. At the end of the ceremony, the head usher will ask you to stand for the final processions, but please remain in your place until you are instructed to leave by an usher. Lastly, please make sure that your phones are now switched to silent. Once again, please be mindful of those around you who also want to celebrate this very special day. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a truly fantastic time.
Honorary graduand, distinguished guests, colleagues, and especially our graduands, welcome. I declare this degree congregation open. Please be seated. Today we are awarding degrees, certificates and diplomas for those who have completed academic courses at the University of Kent. Thank you to the Dean for allowing us to use the wonderful venue of Canterbury Cathedral. And as Vice-Chancellor and President, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone who's able to be part of our celebrations here today, and to everyone watching online. Graduands, you've shown extraordinary resilience, commitment and ambition in completing your studies. We are very proud of how you have risen to challenges, embraced opportunities and reached this important moment. You've made it. I want to thank all the family members, friends and other supporters who are here, as well as those who cannot be with us. All of you will have provided support in so many ways: encouragement, patience and practical help, and for that you too deserve our thanks and congratulations. I'd also like to thank those members of the university staff who have supported you throughout your studies and in your broader life at the university. Many of them are here, including in the nave here, on the platform or volunteering in the cathedral. But there are countless others who've also contributed to your success today. It is our community, our family, the staff and students together that make the University of Kent such a special place. Universities are at their best when they bring people together to learn, question, create, discover, and to serve their communities in building a better future. Graduands, I'm so proud to see you here today. You are proof, if proof were needed, that Kent students are truly extraordinary. Being here today means you've excelled academically, but it means more than that. You've gained the knowledge, skills, and understanding to enable you to move to the next stage of your life. The world you are graduating into is one of change and opportunity, a world that needs people who can think critically, work in teams, and act with purpose and confidence. My greatest hope and belief is that Kent has given you, our graduates, everything you need to embrace this future. Not just your certificate and qualification, but more importantly, the values, curiosity, determination to meet every challenge, seize opportunities, and make your mark on the world. Of course, it helps to have great academics and professionals among our staff with a passion for developing ideas, informing debates, strengthening partnerships, and creating opportunities. Our academics make a difference in the world, bringing people together to take on some of the world's greatest challenges, whether big or small. They will have made sure you are up to date with the latest ideas, the cutting-edge thinking that inspired, and I hope challenged you too. That work continues, I'm proud to say. At Kent, we stand for ambition. It inspires collaboration, creates connections, and unites communities. We're here to make a difference, transforming lives through an education and student experience that fires your imagination, and through research that tackles real-world issues, drives discovery, and delivers impact where it matters most. Through all our work, we are determined to bring about positive change. Each year, we see so many examples of that. Our students go on to make their mark in the world, from award-winning campaigners, members of parliament, leaders in business, entrepreneurship, and public service, to indeed Nobel Prize winners. And today, graduands, you become part of our story. So we hope you're as proud of the university as we are of you. Please enjoy the ceremony, and afterwards go on to celebrate your successes with family and friends. Enjoy your rite of passage as you cross this stage. This is your time to shine. And to the audience, please feel free to clap, cheer, whoop. Enjoy this moment. It is, after all, a celebration. By admitting you to your degree, it is our honour and pleasure to mark your success and to wish you well on your future path, wherever it may take you. Thank you. I now call upon the Deputy Head of the School of Engineering, Mathematics and Physics to present candidates for their awards and degrees.
Most Honourable Vice-Chancellor, to you and to the whole University, I present these candidates from the School of Engineering, Mathematics and Physics, found to be worthy to be admitted to degrees.
By virtue of the authority committed to me, I admit all those who are about to be presented and other qualified candidates in absentia.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Mohammed Shakibul Islam. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, Soon Chunku. Nana Kwame Omane AJ. Christabel Ogenekome Akasia.
You missed out David.
Okay, I've got it next.
David.
David Afoakwa. George William Albury.
Number 10 is here.
Victory Chiagosium Ali Goa. Hussam Hassan Ahmed Al-Khalaf. Anurahan Arulvanan. Kingsley Asezua Chinodu Asemota. Olawa Demilade Akinkume Babagide. Joseph Edward Duncan Bailey. Ilsa Bayrami. Yamin Isaac Bakht. Neelash Jane Bihari. William Khan Burbeck. Dennis Paul Boxky. Patrick James Browning. Erin Jacob Ubugan Buenaflor. Kaylin Colin Caldwell. Ikechukwu Charles Chidosium Onyeanuno. Billy Terence Chinque. Daniel Michael Clive. Alexandru Dragoș Chakroun. Connor Allen Crook. Gemma Louise Dennis. Leah Diane Fairbrother. Alan Vivek Gungaputnam. Oscar James Gerard. Bethan Jane Gomasol. Yonis Ahmed Goth. Jacob Michael Hall. James Henry Hall. Mazen Ahmed Ibrahim Hassan. Martin Peter Hill. Sam Albert Herford. Kaula Kasim. Benson Muirigi Kithukia. Adebola Latipo. Joshua Oyekunle Lakin Balugun. Archie Miles Locke. Saif Maddi. Ahmed Adil Ahmed Mustafa. Krishna Kaushik Nalana Tula. Yahya Musab Al Suleiman Nabsimbe. Tege Adehe. Alozino Temi Tokpi Okizi Isawe. Victoria Mercy Oladele. Olua Palumi, Olua Tamilore, Olutile. Christopher Allen Patrick Palmer. Callum David Patterson. Shashwat Raj Joshi. Nishchal Rana. Abdullah Saeed. Denzil Nana Sarpong. Malachi Morton Sewell. Maliha Muslima Shahid. Amro Haytham Basam Shakar. Ben Alfred Shelton. Samuel Paul Shimon. Roslyn Singh. Sami Hazim Tashamne. Mohammed Toure. Dylan Velecore. Yubing Yang. Sheila Naliaka Wafula. Christopher William Charles Wall. Kyle Christopher Williams. William Quintus Wynne. Jinhao Zhong. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with honours, Ahmed Abdullah. Sohail Akbar Rali. Yulita Baluta. Dylan Boyle. Roisin Darcy Boyle. Rhys Thomas Burton Underwood. Natasha Jane Finnerty. Christopher Thomas Hardies. Danshka Kursavan. Nangiyal Khan. Angus Francis King. Kion William Lewis. Lucy Linassi. Mahdi Hassan Mia. Amarachi Prudence Nwadike. Joseph Pinto. Jack Joseph Wheeler. Aya Yunus. For the degree of Master of Science with honours, Ma Nana. Sally Shepherd. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Akinsola Sunday Akinsanya. The thesis title was Network Planning and Optimization in Vehicle-to-Everything Communications. Ethan Gwen Lung Chung. Exploring the use of meaningful VR experiences for those living with dementia. George Valentine Franguleja. Design challenges and solutions for cellular channel access and spatial reuse in shared spectrum. Arif Hussain. Developing a machine learning-based data-driven constitutive model for lattice-structured materials. Ali Khan. Realistic scene reconstruction under different depth through light field imaging for virtual reality. Ranjith Venkatachala. Investigating the generalizability of machine learning algorithms for classifying mental illness in low and middle income countries using multimodal data from smartphones and social media. Yuan Li Yue. Reservoir computing-assisted optical system for high-throughput applications. Yilun Zhang. MEC V2X assisted task offloading in vehicular networks. The following candidates have requested that they be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in absentia. Samuel Dander Baba. Setthi Bunchu. Hiba Hanhi Fakhri Johariné. Akarima Nantha Nasit.
now call upon the Senior Lecturer for Kent Business School to present candidates for their awards and degrees.
Most Honourable Vice-Chancellor and President, to you and to the whole University, I present these candidates from Kent Business School and the School of Social Sciences found worthy to be admitted to degrees.
By virtue of the authority committed to me, I admit all those who are about to be presented and other qualified candidates in absentia.
Vice-Chancellor, it is with great sadness that I now invite the family of one of our students to accept the award of Certificate in Higher Education awarded posthumously to Sachin Kalia. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Nuruddin Aras El Idrisi. George Nicholas Adams. Toluwani Boluatife Adieki. Temilulua Ibikulua Adeloti. Michael Oluwasei Adigan. Nason Afewoki. Emmanuel Ayoluatamiwa Afulabi. Sean Agaba. Amber Ellen Ahmed. Alohi Emen Jason Agibokade. Frederick Icon. Daniel Olufarate Ajibodi. Fabishola Akinde. Roya Alani. Sami Ayolukua Lawa Alabadi. Hassan Ahmed H. Aldo. Mohammed Ibrahim Ali. Rakan Rashid Afif Al-Khawaja. Zaid Al-Khawaja. Laura Anagostu. Trive Carl Anderson. Kanya Anika Hamilton Archer. Jaden Stephen Abiku Aru. Max Luca Arnold. Arda Asute. Adewaluna Oluwatobi Atolobate Tele. Emmanuel Atahene Iboa. Andre Odu. Muhammad Usman Asfar. Charlotte Elizabeth Bacon. Anzieba Biden. Eniola Iteo Bakare. Klajdi Baliu. Claudia Anushka Balraj Calderon. Jibril Ibrahim Bangara. Ibrahim Bari. Mariama Sedi Bari. Catherine Ann Bain. Anushka Simran Bell. Patrick Joshua Berrin. Elliot Paul Betts. Scarlett May Valerie Black. Alet Bosnak. Jeffrey Batendo. Matthew Daniel Brooks. Rowan George Brow. Andre James Brown. Lois Abby Budden. Rory Anthony Burton. Alfie Lee Callan. Adam Patrick Carroll. Angelica Aramela Castro. Can Sentin Casnap. Ki Chun. Maribel Misoma Chinedu. Liam Edward Stephen Chisom. Chimamanda Chuksnandi. Raheem Conte. Ruby Rose Cook. Freddie Harry Crawford. Joshua Miguel Gregorio Cruces. Dam Kwok Tong. Mariama Darami. Ida Dodd. Indra Devanyam. Phelan Michael Davey.
I now call upon the public orator, Rebecca Smith, to present Moani Varma for the award of an honorary degree.
Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, esteemed graduands, it is with enormous pleasure that I stand before you today to propose the conferment of an honorary degree upon an individual who is not just an outstanding entrepreneur, industrialist and innovator, but also one of the region's most committed champions of business and employment, Mr. Moani Varma. All right. Moani Varma is the founder of VT, a company which began as a bold entrepreneurial gamble to support family and has become one of Britain's great food manufacturing success stories. Today, VT supplies major national retailers, including Tesco, Waitrose, Sainsbury's, Morrison's, Asda and Marks and Spencer's. There are other supermarkets, but we don't recommend you shop there. The company has transformed convenience food through pioneering rice products while generating significant economic growth and employment. With its home and headquarters in Medway, VT now operates across the UK, the United States and India, employing some 1,000 people and has a turnover of more than £200 million. But it began very, very differently. And Moani's story is one of determination, courage, resilience and vision. It is the story of someone who has spent a lifetime building business, not simply for profit, although there has been quite a lot of that, but for the satisfaction of creating opportunity, generating jobs, investing in innovation, and contributing to the prosperity of the communities around him. Let's go back to the beginning. Born into a large family and raised in Malawi, Moani learned from an early age that enterprise was not just an abstract concept, but a means of creating opportunity. His first career took him into sales, before moving into manufacturing in steel. This is where his instinct for recognizing opportunity and building successful businesses quickly became apparent. Then came perhaps the boldest decision of Moani's career. Encouraged by his wife, thank you, he left behind an established business, a comfortable life and a promising future to begin again in Britain. It was a decision which demanded remarkable courage, choosing uncertainty over security and leaving behind all he and his family had known. He started again, working from a kitchen table, relying on determination, commercial instinct and relentless hard work. Moani quickly identified opportunities surrounding the construction of the Channel Tunnel, which I'm old enough to remember. It proved to be an important stepping stone. But Moani has never been content simply to trade. Throughout his career, he's been driven not merely to participate in markets, but to build, to create factories, systems, products and opportunities that endure. It was this ambition that led to his greatest venture, VT. Interestingly, food manufacturing wasn't the future he had imagined. Entering the rice business was solely driven by a desire to support family involved in rice trading. By his own admission, selling rice and lentils was not, to mix a metaphor, naturally his cup of tea. Where others saw a straightforward import business, Moani saw something greater. He recognized inefficiencies in the market and understood that manufacturing, not simply importing, could transform the business. That vision led to the founding of VT. From just 2 silos in a small London mill, the rapidly growing company relocated to Rochester. expanding capacity, developing relationships with Britain's leading retailers, and investing directly in sourcing production in India. Yet Moni's greatest contribution is not simply growing a successful rice business. It is challenging assumptions about what convenience food could be. At the turn of the millennium, he set himself an ambitious objective to make heat and eat rice, that wasn't easy to say, as close to home cooking as possible, rather than accepting the compromises consumers had come to expect. He invested years in refining cooking methods and manufacturing technology to preserve taste, texture, and quality. That determination culminated in the development of a unique steam filtering process and, in 2007, the launch of VT's pioneering microwave rice tray. In so doing, VT and Moni helped redefine an entire category of convenience food and established VT as an industry leader through innovation rather than imitation. The following decade saw remarkable growth. Investment in manufacturing, product development and research positioned VT amongst the UK's fastest growing private businesses. In 2024, VT launched Hungry Heads, taking the business into noodles, soup, pasta and mac and cheese, my favourite, with bold branding and a series of first-to-market products. More recently, the company has begun expanding into the United States, establishing new operations to support long-term international growth. What is especially striking, and what struck me when I met Moni, is that even after decades of success, decades in business, he still approaches business with the curiosity and enthusiasm of someone at the beginning of their entrepreneurial journey. He speaks passionately about innovation as a practical means of solving problems and improving everyday life. He has often said, "If it's not better tasting, I don't touch it." That philosophy captures something fundamental about Moni's approach to entrepreneurship. He is not interested in simply copying what already exists. He is driven by improvement, imagination, and the challenge of building something better. The same long-term thinking has shaped his commitment to Medway. Over the decades, VT has become one of Medway's major employers, creating highly skilled manufacturing jobs, investing in advanced production technologies, and demonstrating that world-class food manufacturing can flourish here in Kent. Despite opportunities and incentives to relocate elsewhere, Moni has chosen to remain. Speaking about his employees and their families, he simply said, "I owe it as a debt of gratitude to Medway to stay here." These are not merely the words of a successful businessman. They are the words of someone who understands that enterprise carries responsibilities. His relationship to the University of Kent reflects that same philosophy. Through his support for placements, internships, engagement with the Growing Kent and Medway initiative, and generous sharing of his expertise, Moni has demonstrated a long-standing belief that universities and business achieve more when they work together. He understands that talent can come from anywhere and that ambition flourishes when people are given opportunity. Vice-Chancellor, esteemed guests and graduands, it is with the greatest of pleasure that I present Mr. Moni Varma for the conferment of the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa, in recognition of his exceptional achievements in business, his unwavering commitment to innovation, his contribution to employment and economic growth, and his enduring service to the communities of Medway and Kent.
Congratulations. We're so thrilled for you, and we're so privileged to have you with us. Okay, I've got to say the formal bit now. By virtue of the authority committed to me, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Enterprise and Innovation, honoris causa. Congratulations. Thank you.
Okay. Please tell me if you can all hear me well. I've got a hodgepodge of accents. I was born in India, brought up in Southern Africa, lived about 50 years here. So if you can't understand, it's not your fault, but do let me know. You can come and talk to me. Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, faculty, and above all, the graduates. And please tell me, the graduates particularly, if you can hear me, because you all accomplished something that I hadn't when I was 18, 19, or 20. And I can't give you too many words of wisdom, because there are good mathematicians amongst you, there could be good businessmen, there could be another Jeff Bezos in the making, another Elon Musk in the making. Be the best you can. So I'm glad that Rebecca asked me to jot down a few words here. I thought I'd speak off the cuff, and I'm glad I did. I'm daunted by the number of people here, right? So let me just read my thoughts to you, right? Thank you, I'm deeply honored, and if I'm honest, a little overwhelmed, right? I've spent much of my life in rooms full of rice, not in robes such as this, and this is new territory for me, as you can guess. Right? When I was a young man in Malawi, the youngest of a family of 8, watching my father work as an electrical engineer, right? He stretched every pound, shilling, and pence to raise a large family. Nobody in that household would have predicted at that moment that something like this may happen, that I would one day be conferred an honor of this magnitude. I certainly didn't. I'd hoped at one point to come to Britain to study law. Life had other plans. Instead, I sold office machinery for Gestetner. Now, many of you might not know what Gestetner is. The Gestetner were the machines that produced multiple copies of whatever you typed before the Xerox machines came about, before whatever photocopiers came about. So I'm going back a long way and revealing my age at the same time, right? Instead, I sold office machinery for Gestetner, learned to read a room and close a deal, right? And then found myself quite by accident in partnership with a Welsh tea planter who had lost his job. And he saved up whatever money he saved up, and he invested into a barbed wire manufacturing machine. He couldn't sell. And I had these attributes, I could sell. So he wanted me to work for him. They couldn't afford to pay me, so he offered me a partnership. I left, after 11 months, I left a very cushy job, and I took the risk of joining a young fledgling company. But we did great things with the steel business, and then just went on to do reinforcing bar, went to do reinforcing mesh. We did roofing sheets, all in a small country in Africa. And it became very successful, and the president of the country became a partner, and you could see that eventually he wanted to buy out the company, right? I tell you this not for nostalgia's sake, but because I think it's a real lesson I'd like to leave with you today, the graduates, right? None of us know at 20 what shape our life is going to take. I certainly didn't. What matters is less the plan than the willingness to notice an opportunity when it appears, right? And the courage to act on it, even when it means leaving something comfortable behind. So I'm sure some of the graduates are thinking what is going to come of their lives. They may have started in mathematics, they could end up building aeroplanes, doing something else, right? So all of us at this stage, all of the graduates at this stage would wonder, which way and which turn their life would take. That is precisely what happened next. I had built a good life in Malawi, a family, a business, a seat at the table with presidents, and then my wife, with more foresight than I had, encouraged me to leave all of that and start again in a country where I knew almost no one. That decision, hers really, more than mine, is the reason VT exists at all today. Right? It is the reason I'm standing in Kent today in a place that has become not just our headquarters, but our home. VT began as a slight gamble, a way to support the family. I had brought a little bit of money from back in Africa, but nobody wants to dip into the reserves. So you think, okay, let me earn 50 or 100,000 pounds to fend for the family. And that is about all, you know, you start off fending for the family at the beginning, right? It has become something I could not have imagined. A business now trading with Tesco's, Waitrose, Sainsbury's, as Rebecca gave you a list of all the supermarkets, but we're in about 50 odd countries now. The latest one being Brazil, who want us to build a factory there. In fact, the last 2 or 3 days, they've been talking to us, and we are looking at how all of this development, incidentally, is done in Medway. So thank you to Medway, thank you to Kent for welcoming my family and myself. And had it not been them welcoming us with open arms, we wouldn't have been this successful. Right? Anyway, dealing across the United States, we're prevalent. We've got a factory in the United States, 3 here, 1 in India. We had many other factories we closed down because we're concentrating on value addition and long shelf life food products that are as good as home-cooked products. In fact, just as I speak, and I'm not plugging in VT products, but just as we speak, we've launched some ready-to-eat meals in Tesco's and Waitrose, and they're doing fantastically well after 3 days. So, you know, let's hope they will go further afield. And our ambition is to develop products here in the UK and have them sent to all parts of the world. And if necessary, build factories wherever we can build factories. So we hope that we as a family have played a small part in changing how this country eats its rice. But businesses are not really built by the person. And let me remind you that, not by the person whose name is on the door. They're built by the people who show up every day on the factory floor, in the warehouses, in the offices, and by the community around you, like Medway's, that gave us a newly arrived family the room to try, sometimes to fail, adjust, and eventually to succeed, right? Whatever I've built with them, and it's not alone. So to the graduates here today, you're leaving this university with something I did not have, a formal education, and in many cases, a clear sense of the field you intend to enter. Treasure that, but don't mistake the plan for the destination. My own path bent constantly from law to sales, to steel to rice, from Malawi to Medway, and each bend taught me something new that the last one hadn't. Stay alert to the opportunity in front of you, not just the one you originally intended to pursue. And when someone who loves you tells you to take the harder road because it's the right one, as my wife did, please have the humility to listen, right? Before I say that I'm proud to accept this honor, let me remind the graduates of one thing, and which the parents will certainly know, that I've not yet met an employer who can employ you for £100,000 and they will turn around and say, no, I think you deserve £1 million, I'm going to give you £1 million. They will pay you as little as is necessary to keep you there if you are adding value to their businesses, right? So please back yourselves. An opportunity will arise somewhere. Please back yourselves, certainly in these young stages of your life, because it's the risk you don't take that may well cost you more in the long run. Now, if I hadn't taken the risk of moving from Malawi, yes, I would have been comfortable, but I wouldn't have been comfortable at this level. And I took that risk. Now the business is worth many, many hundreds of millions of pounds, right? So it's a risk you don't take that costs you more. And incidentally, just finally, that money is not the motivating factor. It is always beyond that getting food on the table for the family. The motivating factor is the passion. You think you can do certain things because others have achieved it. You know, like take Elon Musk. And there's somebody around the corner, and they could be in this room. Somebody here must seize an opportunity and then pursue it. And it's the passion, the money will follow that passion. So can I just end saying I'm proud to accept this honor and prouder still to accept it here Vice Chancellor, in Kent alongside all of you. Thank you very much. I really am, truly am grateful. Yeah? Thank you.
And now we resume the presentation of candidates from Kent Business School for their awards and degrees. Joseph Adam Davies. Thomas Reuben Hinde Day. Michael Angelo Tactican Defensio. Zedrune Dilinsante. Katie Ella Suzanne Dines. Thais Sarah De Stefano. Ryan Matthew Jamal. Leslie Doe. Mandeep Singh Dosanjh. Kenna Benedict Jr. Edmund. Mohammed Abubakar M. Elgawi. Daniel Ayomide Chisom Ero. Arun James Ezrokal. Oluwafemi Stephen Fabii. Alfie Lee Fairweather. Daniela Alejandra Falls Mariscal. Yad Mariwan Sabir Fazula. Grace Hope Flynn. John Joseph Franco. Romeo Frank Bond. Layla Ella Fraser. Jessica Gathoni Gutkuchi. And Maisie Gao. Jovan Singh Gill. Ewan Michael Gray. Isadora Josephine Gray. Hugo Cole Grosjean. Sanjay Dolma Gurung. Nathmini Keva Haliada. Chloe Stella Harrison. Abdul Kabir Hassam. Esme Christina Hedges. James George Hepworth. Tristan Daniel Holt. Veena Nauzad Salia Hussain. Ajub Abubakar Ibrahim. Sarah Ojonoka Princess Aioe Ichiba. Michaelis Ioana. Mikhail Ilyan Halim Iqbal Halim. Darshan Jude Iravan. Irfan Iraji. Rania Jacob. Najiba Mariam Jallo. Jude Mohammed Jawad H. Hussain. Abia Christopher Kalim. Tamia Mame Amakani. Esther Jumbe Katala. Natalia Iona Katsigiani. Kester William Barnard A.P. Kesson. Mahima Katkun. Jacob Alexander Krajewski. Amelia Kupis. Inkenderim, Nimomaka, Oluchi, Kwazima. Prisola Priladi. Abigail Jane Lawrence. Kashtang Limbu. Kashtang Limbu. Ziyang Liu. Francois Sebastian Evanor Malak. Jaspreet Singh Mamman. Kylie Mae Mandy. Adele Blanche Jenny Manga Oana. Lakshani Manjakumar. Callum David Farai Marimo. Lorena Lakshangi Malki Navratsingam. Michelle Namurli Marty. Hannah Lily Roma Medhurst. Kiran Mehmet. Shai Botelli Kanibi Mensa. Harriet Louise Mensa. Tajan Mesul Lutu. One Milu Osetia. Aaron Mills. Javon Tevin Millwood. Kofi Apayamensa Dankwa Minter. Kieran Michael Morgan. Katie Marie Morgan. Mustafa Gamil Esmat Zaki Magamil. Gaela Mpagi. Muhammad Hafizan bin Hafishul. Nahimin Mulugeta. Beck William Mungum. Kadijuta Olawabimasola Murtala Jimola. Kadijatu Oluwabamisola Murtala Jimola. Ariola Musa. Patrick Ulaba Muenge. Lakshana Nithanagiri. Jean David Ndizie. Red Newcomb. Max Stewart Hamilton Newton. Ruby Namutebi Ann Nsuboga. Mary Michaela Nianbachi. Antonida Haswi Varaji Nyanstanza. Michael Ogwenibenga Obi. Naheem Samwaret Ochabi Michael. Ifeolua Ayumide Adesola. Isabella O'Donovan. Oluwami Olua Ayodeji Daniel Ogunlana. Joshua Ayomedeji Ogranibo. Nemesoma Chochu Ochina Ray Okolo. Matilda Oluwasimore Arike Olatunji. Vania Oliveira Alimama. Naomi Oluwatuminu Opayenaka. Victor Kwame Ose. David Adipopu Osinoki. Lenny Shanice Palmer. Ben Nathan Gregory Parrott. Christina Paulo Milanto Ribeiro. Maria Antonita Felismia Peria Moniz. Igyanshi Roger Pickering. Arthur Mikolaj Pienkowski. Aidan Pobrick. Chrissy Antrian Popa. Louis Edward David Potts. Michael Jaden Kwamina Afara. Jason Rai. Sultan Mirand Rachmanov. Callum John Randall. Aidan James Rayner. Gabrielle Ricci. James Michael Rogers. Hannah Jane Rogers. Tanishta Bairuji. Y Gift Salama. Harvey James Sands. Rishi Regilal Satyadevan. Charlie Marcus Brian Sawkins. Roniv Emma Ashanti Sawyer. Tyler Gary Shopland. Neve Emily Simmons. Ricardo Sinchuk. Felix Akomia Sintim. Terry Alfred Michael Spong. Soraya St. Rose. Tyler Thomas Sutherland. Tristan Travis Sutherland. Shreya Tasneem. Ivan Mavosalov Terizki. Majdan Tagfan.
303 is here.
Abin Thapan. Thanyapon Triagyapon Pan. Elliot David Thomas. Jason Louis Tokenge. Wachani Unyapok Tershengo. Joyce Tari Umerziki. Anbakan Varatasaran. Shuita Vasu. Anaya Sachin Verma. Hare Krishna Vinrod. Brooke Edward Fraser Walker Smith. Michael Kang Ethe Waruhiru. Jason Martin White. Taduses Wineski. Ethan Andrew Woodcock. Lalia Yaohayu. Leonard Iboa. Anastasia Christina Ioldes. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Muhammad Hassan Mahmood Abalakar. His thesis was entitled The Time-Varying Characteristics of Idiosyncratic Risk. Rebecca Suthira Elaine Ashley. Her thesis was entitled The Role of Accents Through a Sociolinguistic Lens in Shaping Employee Experiences of Inequalities at Work. Thi Fong Yuen Lee. Whose thesis was entitled, How Does Climate Risk Affect Mergers and Acquisitions? International Evidence. Ina Basi Okpa. Whose thesis was entitled Climate Washing Signals Behind the ESG Illusion Veil, Symbolic Spillovers, Market Response Channels, and AI-Driven Transitions. The following candidates have requested that they be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in absentia. Julio Maria Gianetti.
Well, that was certainly a celebration indeed. Thank you, everybody. We know what happens when we bring the scientists and the entrepreneurs together, real innovation. So huge thanks, and I really enjoyed our conversations. Congratulations to all those receiving degrees. And Moni, thank you for your inspirational words as well. Certainly something to live by. We're often balancing risks in our life, so I really like your takeaway message, and it's much appreciated. So, I'd like all those who've received degrees and certificates today to please stand. So all our graduates to stand. Today has been an occasion of great celebration of your achievements as graduates, and I wish the very best to all of you. I really enjoyed our conversations as you crossed the stage. Some of you know what's next, some of you don't. Doesn't matter, enjoy the journey and keep in touch with the university, whatever you do next. Throughout this ceremony, you've been roundly applauded by all those who are here to support you. Now we'd like you to reciprocate. So can you please applaud all your supporters in return? I've just conferred with my deputy who says 6, 7. I think you can do better than that. Come on. All those late nights, texts, ask for money. Woo! Better. We know how hard your supporters have worked to support you. All those late night text messages, asks for money, food, etc., etc. So thank you. I know that some of you are continuing further studies here, but wherever your future path leads us, please do keep in touch, as I said, with the university, your university family. You're graduating at an exciting and historic moment for the University of Kent. We're building on Kent's strengths and shaping an entirely new model for higher education through the creation of the London and South East University Group, a first of its kind multi-university group. For you as graduates, what matters most is that your connection with the University of Kent will remain, and you will always be part of the University of Kent. As the new groups develops, you will also be connected to a wider network of people, places, and opportunities, one with the potential to make an even greater influence and impact both regionally and globally. You will always be welcome to return to the university, and I hope you will join our extensive and vibrant University of Kent alumni community. Please stay connected with us and play an active role in our future. Finally, I'd like to thank our brass band, the Jubilate, and organist for their musical pieces today and during the ceremony. Thank you so much for coming. Huge thanks, and I wish you all a safe journey home. And all that remains for me to do is say, I declare this congregation closed.